Okay, I think that's all good. Just that. I do need to reset the straw poll. Let's see. Gale, Morgana, Oriana, Nautilus. Yeah, I'll see if I can play some of those normal ones here in a little bit. Oh, buddy, welcome. Let me go ahead and, since I'm at this, now watch. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up real quick. I just released a video probably about an hour ago or so. And I'm just gonna talk about it real quick. You can find it on the channel. It just talks about my overall schedule for the next week. I just want to go over it just real quickly though at the beginning of this stream, why I'm doing an afternoon stream, sort of what that means. So over the next couple of days, we're gonna do an afternoon stream. So it's gonna be from around 11 to 2 p.m. flexible. Obviously, I just started around 11:30. We might go to 2:30, but just a few hours in there. My parents-in-law are in town and they sleep in this room. So obviously I can't be streaming at my usual nighttime hours, so we're just going to do it for a few hours in the daytime. I'm also going to try to use some of, since we have just 3 hours of stream instead of the longer streams we usually do, I'm going to try to see if I can do some more guides, coaching sessions, all that kind of stuff like that. So that's from 8/3, so yesterday, while there was no night stream yesterday, through Saturday, I believe. I think they're heading back on Sunday. And that's what's going to be going on there. And then it's going to be, normal business. We'll do Sunday night stream, Monday night stream, Tuesday members night, Wednesday night stream. And then next Thursday, I'm going out of town with my wife to North Carolina. She's meeting up with a bunch of her college friends. It's a pretty rare thing. I don't think I've met up with them in a couple of years or so. Usually it's like a once a year thing. So it's really important to keep up with those people. It's very important to her, and I want to support her doing that. And they are a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with it too. So we're going to be out of town for a few days there, from Thursday through Saturday. We might be back Sunday in time for me to do a night stream, but if not, then I'll be back at it again on Monday. So most of it's still going to be the same. I'm still going to do the patch 7.16 analysis on the 9th. I'm still going to cover Norska. Depending on when they release it, I might be able to get a Norskin episode out really late at night or early in the morning, depending on how you look at it, Thursday. But if not, we'll just get started on that when we come back. And I'm still going to be releasing, more Warhammer stuff, more League VODs. Like I said, we've got more guides coming up. We've got more coaching sessions coming up. So there's still going to be a ton of content on the channel. But that's just going to affect the streaming time just a little bit in there, because there's some real life stuff going on. So I hope y'all understand, and I appreciate you being flexible with me on that. I am still going to try to, like I said, give you a couple of streams during the day here. We could try to do it with Maple. Flex. Okay. So I guess he got demoted because he was Platinum 1 last time we saw him. So I guess he got demoted at some point this week and then got back up there, I think. No, he just hasn't played. Okay, so this was when he got to Platinum 1. Last time I played with him, I believe. So yeah, I guess he's been on a little vacation there. We'll let him warm up a little bit. We might catch up with him here in a second. I don't know if we want to do the very first game that he's been back, in 5 days or something. We'll let him get a warm-up game or two in there. Let me see how the chat's looking here. Did anyone show up? Yes, we've got a few people here. What's up, dear?
This is your new shirt.
I see.
From my father.
That is actually pretty sweet. I like that.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what you would think.
It's cool. I mean, it's got kind of a summer vibe to it, a little tropical. This is a new shirt that my father-in-law gave me.
Because his mom gave it to him, and he wore it once.
His mom gave it to him.
He wore it once to prove that.
Wore it once to show that he will wear it, and then promptly donated it over to me.
Well, it says it's a large, but it's not. It's like really, it's small.
Small?
That looks like, I bet it's like a young man's large or something.
Okay.
That does not look like a normal large.
It does. Well, it's kind of wide. I don't know. Whatever. I'll give it a shot. I'm not going to change into it right now, but maybe another one.
You don't want to wear it
Okay.
on top of your dress shirt.
No, I think I'm good.
You need a necktie, dear.
Yeah, sure. If you want to get me the little blue-green one with the plaid or whatever. Okay, we'll see. Whatever she decides to get me, I guess. Yeah, I am early. I just explained it on. I assume you left that comment before I explained it. Do I think that giving vision should count? No, I don't. That's too many assists. It's too easy for an assist, I think. What's up, Lintish? Yeah, it's super early. Let me see here. It does help, Lintish, if you watch the full ad, although I'm not really sure how much. It does help. Or if you click on it, that helps too. You know, if you click on it and then click away, that does help. You know, like a penny or something like that. But, you know, if there are thousands of people and everybody clicks on an ad, that does add up. So, it does help. But at the same time, if it's really bothers you, you know, you can skip it. It's fine. Hey, thanks. Yeah, the support overview is a very good one. It's not a haircut, actually. It's an optical illusion. I've just pulled my hair back with the headset. I am going to get a haircut at some point soon. I should not even tell you guys that. I should be like, oh yeah, sure, I got a haircut. It's just being held back by the headphones right now.
I like this one.
You like this one, dear?
It's kind of fun. Something up with this. I've got a bobby pin.
So say it's still kind of long. Well, my wife's giving me a tie here. She said, you look like a disgrace. You got to wear a tie when you're talking about video games.
Yeah. Well, maybe it will make up for your ridiculous hair.
She says maybe it'll compensate for my silly hair. You guys can probably hear on the mic. I don't know. Mic picks up quite a lot. This is a particularly long tie. I have to like triple it up there.
Well, they can't see your bottom half anyways.
That's true.
They can't see that you're wearing the bottom half of a Santa suit.
Yeah, my pantaloons. My Santa pantaloons. Dude, I want some pantaloons. Those would be awesome.
Or are you wearing ballet tights?
Ballet tights?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be wearing that.
Pink tights.
Who knows? Who knows what I'm wearing?
Or are you wearing athletic shorts?
Could be wearing athletic shorts. You know, the world may never know. The world may never know. Okay, there we go. So we got our tie going. All right, we gotta
There you go.
flip some of that down there.
I was a little worried about your collar.
All right. There we go. Got my new haircut, and we're ready to go.
Haircut.
Yeah. Okay.
You may proceed.
Okay, thanks, dear. Okay, we'll go on. I mean, how can people... Okay, I mean, that's a good question, Talith. Talith asks, how can people get rewarded for good vision? I mean, you win the game. Like, that's it. I don't know, like, there was a video, I forgot who I saw that was talking about this. I think it might have been Gbay99, who does some content too. I'm always scouring, looking at other YouTubers, like trying to figure out any tips they have so that I can personally become a better player, but also so I can pass that knowledge on to you if I learn something particularly interesting. And I credit them. If I learn something, I tell about them. But Gbay was saying that one of the core problems why a lot of people don't like support is there's not a lot of statistical validation. Because you don't have CS numbers that matter. You don't typically get a lot of kills. And so it's hard for people to understand, like, what the impact of a support is, and there's no glory to it. And really, there's just not a way to do that. I don't think that's meaningful. People who play support, you have to understand that you're just going to be misunderstood, right? You're doing the job that other people just don't want to do. Support by nature just typically does not... You're just not going to get a lot of props for it, right? Because you don't have CS. You're not going to have a lot of gold, so you're not going to have the power to get a lot of kills unless you play something like Zyra or Brand. I'm just going to get Jan out of there and probably Rakan. I mean, they're trying the vision score thing. They're trying, like, the crowd control score thing to make things statistically valid. I just think people need to move away from statistical reasoning a lot. and just expand their critical thinking. Like, statistical reasoning is just one tool among many, and that's not just for League of Legends, that is for everything. Like, there's so many times where I'll hear people in class, like, try to cite some kind of poll as evidence, or, like, truth, you know, about something, because statistics seem to imply certain things, and really, you have to critically think behind the statistics. And it just boggles people's mind. They're like, how can I have a positive KDA? You know, I always get 7 kills in lane. How do I lose? Because you're not doing the right things to win the game. That's why you're losing. Like, it doesn't matter how many kills you have. Really, it's nice. There's a correlation between kills and winning games, but it's not necessarily causation. Like, there's a whole bunch of different factors that go into it. I mean, you could have a whole lot of kills and have a really high KDA. Let's say you're 7, 0, and 10, and then at the very end of the game, you make a massive mistake, die around Baron. It's a close game, and the enemy team gets Baron and walks it in and ends the game. The fact that you had 7 kills before then doesn't really mean anything if you throw the game at the end like that. Or if you're split pushing and don't use your teleport to join your team, and you're too late and your team's already dead at the end of the game, well, it didn't matter, did it? Like, how many kills you had. So, it's useful, you know, to get kills, and it's good not to die, but there are other things like understanding game states, understanding objectives and what you should be doing. You know, all of these things matter just as much, if not more, than whatever your stats are in a game. Let me see this Savage. Yeah, he's a one-trick Morg. Free Swag is a one-trick Darius. BRK is a one-trick Caitlyn. Okay, so we've got a lot of people that have a lot of experience. He has quite a bit of experience on Jarvan. He didn't pick Gragas, curiously enough. Jarvan is pretty strong. So they have a good team comp. I would say on the surface their team comp probably looks better than ours. On the surface, I think their team comp looks a little bit better than ours, but we do have experience. We have some pretty good stuff too, so I'll go for it. If we didn't have as much experience, I might dodge that. We just don't have a lot of, like, persistent damage threats. Like, we don't have a lot of scaling on our team. You know? Like, Darius, like, we do have an excellent mid-game, though. Like, the Darius, Jarvan, and even Morg, to a lesser extent, have fantastic mid-game. We have great pick potential and catch. Like, if Morg hits somebody with a bind, I can go in and initiate. Jarvan can initiate. We have a lot of initiation. And we have pretty good siege with Caitlyn. So, you know, we've got stuff, but we don't have, like, the raw scaling power of a Fiora or even, like, a Zen later in the game. And Sivir is going to be able to stall out the game. So, like I said, I think in the abstract I favored their team comp, but we do have a lot of experience, and we do have an excellent early to mid game. I mean, if Jarvan gets really far ahead and just runs around and starts dunking people, Sivir really can't do anything about that. Like, she can spell shield his dunk, but she's still going to be caught in the thing. And she doesn't have a way to flash out of that, so let me pull up the comments on my phone here really quickly.
Great job, just don't do it.
Jarvan gets really far ahead and just runs around and starts dunking people. Sivir really can't do anything about that. Like, she can spell shield his dunk, but she's still going to be caught in the thing.
My fellow travelers, you are all about to witness my majestic epicness. Unless I get killed.
Welcome
Probably
to
not.
Summoner's Rift.
I like Rakan a lot, man. He's fun. And they might invade, so I have to be a little... Okay, there's Thresh, never mind. Thresh is middle. Okay, so we've got that going. Got that muted. Well, I banned Janna because I was third pick. I really don't want them to have Janna. I would probably prefer Janna for this comp, actually, because we have such good engage. And so we don't need Rakan's engage necessarily. My thoughts on Janna and why I've started banning her lately unless I'm first or second pick. I think I'm a lot better on Rakan than most people at this elo. I think I'm better on Janna too, but Janna can be extremely powerful even if you're not that great with her. Like, her floor is so low. You know, you can kind of AFK shield and still be, like, alright on Janna, you know? Whereas, like, Rakan, if you don't know how to engage properly and you can't use his abilities and mobility correctly...
Worried there for a second.
So that's why I've been banning her. She's extremely powerful. There's a big difference between, you know, like a good Janna and a bad Janna, but you can still be very effective and be, I don't want to say bad, but like an unpracticed Janna. Like, she's a very good autofill support champion, you know. She can be very impactful, very low risk. That's perhaps the best way to put it. She's extremely low risk, high reward right now, and Rakan's like medium risk, high reward. So that's why I've been banning her lately if I'm not first or second pick. I just really don't want them to have her. Damn it. Yeah, she got caught. I mean, Thresh is another one that I would love to ban. In theory, but... Because Thresh is pretty good against Rakan also.
Ha! I'm G to the D. Golden diamonds, boy! Woo!
Yeah, Caitlyn just held her flash way too long. We got caught in that tri-bush. She needed to flash earlier and just... Because she had to flash anyways, but she lost 90% of her health. If she would have just flashed immediately when she got hooked, then she would have kept her health. So she's just being way too greedy with it. Like, we can't beat them that early, especially because I have exhaust and not ignite, so... Okay, Thresh did get the kill, though, so that's good. She's got Doran's shield, that's gross. Sivir is really annoying. I mean, Sivir probably deserves a ban, honestly. But there are other good AD carries also. It's just really hard to stop in lane because of that spell shield. Sometimes people get on me, well, you don't help your AD carry hit last hit on her tower. Well, you have to understand that sometimes you can't. Like, if minions come in with like a random amount of health, then sometimes hitting is actually worse than not hitting. Like, yeah, in theory, of course, you hit the caster minions one time, and... Which one do I want? I guess I'll get a second point there. I can hit Thresh with it. Yeah, in theory, you hit the caster minions one time, and you, and then they hit it, and it kills it. But if there's other minions there hitting it, then sometimes you don't want to hit the caster minion because those other minions are doing damage. So, like, if our next minion wave is coming up and hitting the caster minions, is she dead again, for real? Then it can actually mess them up even more. So it gets kind of complicated when there's Like, your wave is hitting their wave, and it's under the tower.
I'm definitely going to need a bigger gun.
Well, it'd be neat if Jarvan ganked somewhere, since he's one of the best early game gankers. Like, I don't know why he didn't come bottom, and I mean, it's not like his fault that we're having such a hard time here, but
Doing his job.
dude, get the Thresh! Oh my god, what? Okay, we got him. Jesus, dude.
I don't need the blood more. Oh, crap. I hate having to have a plan. Boom. Traumatic brain injury. Our magic is very it is a song. Time.
Zen might be here. I gotta, you know he's in the area.
Let's see what these animals can do.
Really? He's just like sitting right there the whole time? Like, I knew Thresh was there. I thought Zen left, but apparently he just sits there for like 5 minutes. I could have just left. I didn't have to die. I don't know. I guess it doesn't make any sense why Thresh would walk out like that knowing that she got away if he didn't have backup. And I just didn't think that Zen was going to sit there for that long. Well, they're going to get first tower. Probably. Yeah, get him.
It's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to hurt. Ecstasy needs a little fear.
Ah, dang it. Missed that. I should have tried harder to stop that back, but I didn't know if Zen was going to be there or not. I mean, he could still be sitting here. Who knows? But I should have probably tried to stop it so that Morg would have more time.
Hello? Anybody there? Boom. Brain hole.
I can't really hit her with Qs because she's just going to spell shield him. Unless I'm trying to bait for her to hit her with a W or something. Alright, Thresh got Mobies.
Laser precision. I'm gonna take all they got. Laugh as I throw it away.
We're still basically even on CS. We're slightly ahead.
Hell, let's do it! Mega program initiated.
Okay, she used it on the traps. That's really annoying that she can do that to Caitlyn's traps. I mean, Sivir's a pretty good counter to Caitlyn to some extent. Yeah, I mean, their macro is just so much better than ours. Galio's got to go bot twice. Mid tower's still up because Morg can't pressure it because she's Morg. And oh, I guess Talent. Wait, there's a teleport too, wasn't there? Maybe Fiora canceled her TP. I guess that's what happened.
Danger is as fun as you let it be.
I mean, yeah, Galio came bottom and helped them push down the tower, so now you get to deal with Moby Thresh, camp in mid lane.
Magic isn't supposed to be safe.
I mean, they're gonna get this, probably. I can't. They're all there, obviously.
I'll just put that there.
Nope.
Humans think that to believe in something, you have to be serious about it. That's their problem.
I'm gonna try to hold that there for her. $650. Ugh. Alright, well.
I don't want a war, but I want to be free.
Just trying to get to Ardent Sensor as fast as I can. I don't know, man. Yeah, they're kind of losing their mind, but they are still pretty far ahead. And like I said, we don't scale very well. So we really had to leverage Jarvan's early game power. Like, we're not killing this Galio. Like, we had to leverage Jarvan's early game power. Like, he just had to start killing everybody, ganking everything. Darius really had to get a massive advantage on Fiora. And none of this is happening. Fiora's going to crush him late game. And Sivir's just gonna take middle. Like, the problem is, like I was saying, these champions just don't do anything. A lot of these champions, like, they have very like, Jarvan is good to some extent, but like Darius and Morg just don't do a lot. Like, Morg can't really kill tanks that well. She can't really take towers that well. She doesn't. I mean, she's okay with scaling. She doesn't do a lot of sustained damage. And, like, the same is true of Darius. Like, he's a lane bully champion that has to get ahead early, because he's going to get kited and just killed later. Like, we can still win, but this is like, I'm just trying to describe to you why you don't see these champions a lot, especially at higher ranks. They just don't do enough.
Things the right way. It's awesome.
And they're, like, Morg in particular is just really not good against tanks. There we go. Because if you hit a tank, oh god. Damn. I didn't quite shield him fast enough. I was gonna WN and then shield him, and then he flashed over to me, and I just didn't like adjust my play fast enough. And the red buff got him. Okay, that.
I have got to stop talking to myself. Damn it, Zion, where are you?
Jarvan's going like full tank too. I really wish he would just go like lethality dunk Jarvan. Like at least warrior cleaver or something and then tank. He's dead. Maybe, maybe not.
I am not blind to any possibility. They're scared of darkness. They're scared of magic. They are scared of where I'm from.
Can we kill her? Not with Sivir there, I don't know.
Humans talk about their treaties. We talk about their lies.
This is probably warded. I don't have anything to really do about it. There's too many people there. Are they gonna kill top? Okay. Nice. I mean, Darius's true damage, like it in the right. If he can stick to the tanks, it can do pretty well. You know, like if it can stick.
I'm gonna show people some of the strange.
Damn it, we let Zen solo it. Well, we gotta make him pay for not coming middle. I still have exhaust if he wants to get rowdy. Okay. Oh. Not bad, not bad. Ah, God, Sivir though. Sivir's just so obnoxious. I gotta clean all this up. Come on. Okay, that's fine. Let me get this experience. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can get this. I don't have wards, but we want to pressure top and bot at the same time. I don't know if we can kill him or not. Okay, if Jarvan comes, we can definitely kill him.
They've never seen moves like
Is he just inting or what?
There was no time left to hide in. You're only given a
How
little
many?
spark of madness.
2 died and Zen's top. It's bad. Yeah, they needed to like not get completely wiped out. Top lane. Sivir is just such a terror, honestly. She's another one of those like easy mode, just like put your face on the keyboard and win a game type of thing.
I'm gone.
Low risk, very high reward. I really need to buy. I just can't go back because they're just doing so many rotations. The toad is disturbed. I'm gonna go ahead and get redemption. I would like to get mobility boots here, but I just happen to have enough for a full redemption, so I might as well. I mean, I could also have started working towards Zeke's, but 2100 is just, you know, I just had enough to complete a big item, so. Okay, Morg's got bot. I think she's gonna back. Okay, that was good.
Our kind will
Alright, get plenty of wards around Baron, just everywhere. Please don't get me, Thresh. Are you kidding me right now? God, it's obnoxious. Get in front of him so he runs faster because of the Oasis passive. Okay, well, that was, that was very fortuitous. I'll take it. I'm probably just going to get a Zeke's right here, straight up. This is a good example of how you should adjust your build based on how the game's going. So typically, yes, you would want to get like some kind of tier 2 boots, like mobility boots or something, really early. But my last 2 backs, I didn't get to back because the game has been so chaotic with all the different splitting. The last time I came back, I had 2100. So it's like I can either get mobility boots and part of a couple of items, or I can just straight up get a redemption. And the redemption's obviously going to be much more powerful in that circumstance. So, and here I had 2400, so once again I could get mobility boots, or I could just go ahead and complete a Zeke's, which is way more powerful. So, you know, it's just a product of Alright, we got him. Alright, so we pulled it off. Heh. Ban Rakan all day, every day. Was he full AP Galio? No, he was like tank Galio. We did all right. Yeah, I mean, I was worried early game. Obviously, I was a little worried. But how did they basically just threw, like, they were just out of position. They got a little overconfident. They had a really strong advantage in the early game, and they just didn't leverage it. So with Moore getting that double kill, and I got a kill bot because they overcommitted, that was a good start. And then we just kind of out-rotated them in the mid-game. They just, like, Zen would get caught out. They didn't have a lot of great escapes. So, I mean, we just outsmarted them. I had more assists than their entire team combined. They just weren't working as a team. Like, they just kept getting caught out. This is something that Tilly talked about. How can you make support and warding and stuff look better? I mean, this is what they're trying to do. Like, they have a crowd control score. There's also a vision score somewhere. But it's like, I don't know. It's just kind of cheesy how you get that. Like, the vision score algorithm, like, it makes sense. I think, like I said, I think the key, though, is just to move away from statistical reasoning as sort of a catch-all for all value. Right? So some things are just difficult to quantify. And that's just how it is. And that should be okay. Some things just take a little bit more critical thinking to understand. And I mean, that's just how it is a support. Like, sometimes people just don't understand what you do or how you do it, but you just get wins. I mean, I try to break down on the channel and explain what you do and how you do and why it's important. But a lot of it's not quantifiable. It's like making good decisions. I mean, Earth is fun. I don't know. That's just not my thing on the channel. Like, it's fun, but let me see. Hey, when was my first time getting to plat? How long did it take once you started strategizing instead of going casual? I don't even really think I had that much strategy, honestly, the first time I got to plat. That was season 3. I think, you know, I think you'll get to plat much faster. You'll gain a lot faster if you have strategy and if you do think critically. But frankly, I didn't back then. Not as much. I just played stuff that I thought was strong, you know, stuff that was fun, stuff that was strong, and I just, you know, played the game. You know, I tried to ward as best I could and stuff like that, but I wasn't really thinking on, like, as much of a deeper sort of analytical level. So, I mean, I think you can get to plat without having excellent macro, but I think that that definitely helps. You're not getting out of plat without having macro most of the time. I mean, maybe, if you're just exceptionally good at, like, one champion, and you have very good micro, you might be able to get out without macro, but it gets very, very difficult to get to diamond unless you have macro. But just understanding things like, I know something that I definitely did not understand, and I'm still appreciating more and more, is wave control. Minion management, wave clear, and just how important that is. Because it seems so inconsequential, right? Like, okay, it's just some minions, who cares? But it is. It's very important to figure out, like, how you want to push the waves and to be able to get waves off your towers so you can defend, or to be able to clear waves off of their towers so you can take towers. So just like the power of towers, minion wave management, setting up objectives, understanding your win conditions and things like that. You know, all of that is, I really didn't think about that much at all when I, you know, first got to Platinum. I was just like, okay, I just try to win my lane and just, like, you know, walk around, just group up and fight and win the game. And that's basically it, you know. Yeah, so, okay, people are asking why I'm on in the afternoon. Basically, today and tomorrow, the TLDR is today and tomorrow, my in-laws are in town. They're staying in this room. This is where I record, so I can't stream at night because they go to sleep early. Alright, so that's just today and tomorrow. And then next Thursday, I'm out of town. Thursday, Friday, Saturday on a trip with my wife to see some of her friends that she hasn't seen in a long time. That's basically it. Everything else is normal. But I'm streaming in the afternoon because I still want to give you some live content. I know not everybody's gonna... It's gonna be really low turnout for the live stream, but that's fine. You know, I just want to do some live stream stuff and people can watch the replay if they want to. It is nice to do some of these every now and then for our European friends because I know my times aren't necessarily the best for Europe, and I know we have lots of European viewers, so hopefully this, you know, I might make it a more regular thing, like maybe on Saturdays sometimes I could do an afternoon stream, you know, because when I usually start streaming, I believe in, like, London time. I'm not sure how many time zones are in Europe either. I'm thinking, like, Western Europe. You know, I think there's 6 hours ahead of us. Or ahead of me in Eastern time zone. So, you know, when I start streaming, it's 3 in the morning there. And when I stop streaming, it's 9 in the morning. And so I know a lot of people, that's not a good time, you know. They'd rather me be in the evening, right? But that's just the nature of time zones where I can't, you know, be at the perfect time for everybody always. I just have to do the best that I can and be at a time when I can actually do it. Okay, I need to check the stats on this really quick. I'm probably just going to recon again. I mean, Nami would be, like, okay here, too. I just feel like Rakan's just better. That doesn't look good. Okay, Akali is 56% Akali, though. Nice. 50% Jhin. BK is really important. Is this guy a Zed person? Okay, for some reason it didn't get him. Finn's... A lot of Sedge. I guess we'll do it. I mean, the Akali person's pretty good. Akali just got buffed. I don't know. It's dicey. I don't think it's quite bad enough to dodge. I think if you know, remember for your even your 3-point dodge, you need to have a 40% less chance to win. I'm not entirely sure that's true right now in terms of like, I don't know that we have a 40% or less chance to win. Now Echo's very good into Zed, I think. I didn't get to see BK. I needed to he has a very low mastery. I don't like that. I mean, we're in it. I really don't like Jhin right now. He doesn't synergize with Ardent Sensor. That was such a huge, like, important thing. But I do like Sejuani a lot. I like Sejuani into Kayn. I think Akali versus Fiora. I'm not sure who's favored there. I mean, you're probably right, Jake. I should have done a little bit more research. What's up, MJ? And the baby's doing well. Well, I don't want to play Janna only all the time. I'm not going to leave Janna open if I'm 4th or 5th pick. 3rd is like maybe. She's too dangerous right now. She's getting too popular. A lot of people have been hyping her up, mostly Philol. So I don't want them to have her. So if I'm, you know, if I'm 4th or 5th pick, I'm probably just gonna ban her. If I'm an earlier pick, I'll play her, probably. Janna's not very good with Jhin, though. I mean, none of the popular supports really are. Like, Zyra's good with Jhin. Things that blow people up early are good with Jhin, but...
How many times have I told you, no sleeping during battle?
Mm-hmm.
Those who oppose me get gored.
Minions have spawned.
Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it.
Crap. I totally forgot why I'm here.
Yeah, anytime you want to know my runes and masteries for any champion, if you look in the description, or you can press question, exclamation point tier list. It'll take you to my tier list video. You can see my runes, masteries, recommended matchups, items, everything for any of the top 30 supports that I play on any patch. Or you can do exclamation point in the chat, exclamation point op.gg, and it'll give you a link to my op.gg where you can see all of that too. So I'll tell you what they are, but that's always kind of the answer, is you can look in those places regardless. I run armor reds, health yellows, CDR blues, and armor quints. You can run AP blues and AP quints if you want, but that makes you a lot squishier. And since I run, I typically will rush Ardent Sensor. Then I like to be a little, have tankier runes, just to kind of make up for the fact that I'm not going to get a lot of armor in the laning phase, typically. And you don't have that much poke to really leverage your, your shield and your extra AP in the lane also. Oh, that's not good. He's gonna die, but I hope, right? Whoa. Okay, yeah, he's dead. So we got a kill and an assist. He just got a kill, so the gold is actually in our favor. We get 50 more gold for that. So he just got 400, and we got 450 total, including the assist. That actually favors us. And he lost his buffs to Zed. So Zed's got double buffs now in mid lane. It's not a good idea to trade like that with Sona, because she's going to heal back up. I mean, I do have a heal also, but... we're probably going to go Zeke's early here. Zeke's is still very good with Jhin. Ardent's not as good. It's okay. We'll probably still get Ardent. Ardent would be good to put on Akali or Zed also. It's just a ridiculously good item also. Even if the attack speed doesn't matter as much. I mean, on this patch, you can just ask yourself, does this champion use Ardent Sensor? If the answer is no, you may not want to play that champion. Like, that item's so good right now. It has been good for a while, but it's like... there are a bunch of other factors that are making champions that use it a lot more powerful. Okay, we got her flash. I should have leveled up my Q before I threw it. It's fine. I do like getting 2 points in Q now for lane, just because it lowers the cooldown a little bit and you actually do a bit more damage. It doesn't change your healing at all, but it just allows you to throw more Qs. So often I'm sitting on full mana bar. Not full, but like a lot. And I really want to leverage the coin mana a little bit better. They are nerfing coin mana. This is... I may have said it in my patch notes. I know I said it on stream numerous times. If they nerf coin, they should nerf the mana, and I said they should take it to 10%. That's literally what they're doing on the next patch. They're taking it to 10%. So the gold is fine. And I like the fact that it does give a lot of gold because it has no combat stats. So I think that balances it. But the coin is... the mana is really over the top, and that's unnecessary power. It's already strong with the gold. You're basically giving up some of your early game in exchange for having a better late game. Which I think is an interesting trade-off that's fair. You know, nerfing the mana cost actually buffs Janna even more, because Janna doesn't need that mana in lane. She doesn't have any harass. So that nerfs people like Sona and Nami, who are natural counterplays to... So it actually nerfs people that are good against Janna by nerfing the mana on coin. They might have to nerf Janna directly. I don't know. I mean... I don't know how they would do it. Janna, historically, little known fact, most people don't realize, Janna is the most nerfed champion of all time. I think Kayn... Oh, he got punked. I mean, they could nerf the 80 on her shield again to knock it down to 30, or like 35 from 40, max level. I don't know. She's okay. I mean, they could nerf the healing on her ult. They could nerf the move speed on her W. Because right now, like... is her problem right... or her ranges, maybe they could nerf the range on her shield, make it 650 instead of 800, something like that. Because right now, her problem is she's too impactful and too safe. in solo queue. Like, it's too easy to be, like, a proficient Janna. You know, like, obviously, there is a difference between, like, an okay Janna and a great Janna, but it's too easy to be an okay Janna. I think that's kind of the key. So, how do you fix that? You make her less safe. And I think just taking away some of her, like, hidden power, like the movement speed on her W, is a good way to start that process if they want to nerf her. Or nerf her passive down to 5% from... I don't know.
I'm gonna show people some of the strength.
They've nerfed a lot about her. I think nerfing her shield range to like 650. That's what Lulu's shield range is. That, like, Karma's I think is 800. Soraka's heal range is like 400 or something. So I think knocking Janna's shield range down to 650 would probably be fair. They could make it shield for less. They could make it shield for 210 like they did with Lulu's shield. Like, Janna's shield used to give 50 AD, and it used to, the AD used to stay on the person even if the shield broke. And, like, her ult used to have a much longer range on the knockback. Tornado used to have a much longer range. Her passive used to affect everyone on the map for 3% instead of 8%, but...
I don't need to understand the plan. I trust my...
Oh, God. Alright, they're gonna get him, I think. I can't get over that wall.
Man, have you seen
Sona's gonna show up and kill him, probably. I'm just gonna back. Yeah, Janna is good into Rakan. Janna's good in almost everybody. There's... Whoa, what?
I don't do safe.
Oh, it was top lane. Yeah, we were really banking on this Akali to be strong. Like, how did she even lose that turn? What?
Danger is as fun as you let it be.
She's winning that lane. Alright. Okay, so I'm going for wards this game. We're a little bit behind. Ardent Sensor is good, but not, like, as good on Jhin as it is on other champions.
It's a revolution. And it's good times.
She's gone. What? God. The champion is so obnoxious when he gets ahead. Titanic Hydra, Zed Rush, what? I haven't noticed equality. No. I don't really think there is. I know Dong Hop made a video about that. Where, like, people in the middle of the day are better. I don't think so. If anything, last time I tried playing in the middle of the day when my daughter came home from the hospital, I was getting more trolls and more bad attitudes. But today seems fine. I've only played 2 games. I think it's the same all times a day, honestly. You gotta remember, regardless of which time of day it is, that, you know, both sides get from the... They get people from the same champion pool. Means if there's more kids on during the day, the enemy's gonna get more kids also. Really? She gets out of that. Wow. Because she had the aggro somehow instead of Sona. It's annoying. I don't think so. I mean, you deal with more sleep-deprived or high and drunk people at night, and you deal with more kids during the day. So... Can we do this? And they're all dead. We might as well get something extra out of it. There we go.
The only way to understand magic is to plunge into it. Move with it. Dance.
Oh, she's got a full Infinity Edge. What? He's dead.
Has been slain.
Call it battle. It's just a dance.
I should have pinged him back more. I mean, I told him it's warded. Here's the thing. If something's warded and you're sitting there for an extended period of time, the jungle's going to start rotating towards you, or the mid lane, or somebody. Like, they're going to come sneak up on you and get you. We already got Dragon, though, so they can't get Dragon off of that, which is good. If we didn't get Dragon, they would have had Dragon off of that kill on him. But we already took it, so... The tower was going to fall anyways, probably, but they did get it a little bit faster. Who has these kills? Okay, Akali's actually rocking, so we need to play around Akali.
Try and test me?
Yeah, they're gonna have this warded, probably. I guess Hydra kind of makes sense on Zed. It gives you more burst. I feel like Duskblade... I still feel like Duskblade Ghostblade is the place to be. Okay. Maybe the Akali buffs are a little bit bigger than I thought they were. I mean, it said 10%, and I was like, okay, not a big deal, but if it... I watched some patch notes, and if it's 10% extra AD and AP that you get off your passive, something like that, maybe it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Kill that little weasel. Holy crap, he stopped me. Ugh.
They will see my dance. Then will know magic's good. And it's blue.
Damn, I should have W'd a little bit faster. I guess he came out and immediately did his little stun thing and knocked me out of it. I think that's what's happened.
An ally has been slain.
Sure.
Don't leave nothing. Bring it on.
I probably should have stayed. Man, they're going to get a lot of damage on this tower. They might even get it. I probably should have just stayed. Yeah. I should have stayed. That was a mistake. Do we have any help? I do have... Oh.
I dance so fine.
Double kill.
Ace? Oh my god, Akali lived? What?
On, drop out. Magic is a real
Enemy killing spree.
Dude.
sleep. If you weren't a little frightened,
Jin's like, please, anyone but me! Please! Rakan killed me!
they ain't
How was I supposed to know Trist had a W? No, no, no. Alright, we'll go ahead and get Ardent Sensor next.
Humans think that to believe in something, you have to be serious about it. That's their problem.
This seems bad. Yeah, this seems really bad. This seems really, really bad. Yeah, we didn't have Jhin or Akali. Akali just went top lane. We really, like, we can't do anything without Akali. Yeah, we all should have been there, Zed, but the problem is we weren't. Like, Akali just went top without teleport. So... And Jhin was... I don't know what Jhin was doing. Jhin was, like, farming middle or something. So, we all should have been there. It's an Infernal. We knew they were there. We could have beaten the other two people there. Because the three of us got there really early, but... we just shouldn't have done it. Like, Echo was really low, you know. It looked like it was 3v3 and Echo was really low and we could do it, but of course they're all going to be there because they understand that Infernal's important. So if we know that they're all going to be there eventually and we know that two of our people are not going to be there, then even though it looks favorable, we can't do it. So we should have just... I just didn't look at the minimap close enough. I just assumed everyone was running there and that was not a good assumption.
It's about seeing stuff. There's wildness in the bees and the flowers. It's just a few humans can see.
Hey, Waj, it depends on the situation. I think Ardent's usually best first, but Jhin is not a good fit for Ardent. And Jin's really far behind, too. So, yeah, I usually like Ardent first, but Zeke's is better on Jhin. And it at least gives me a bit more tankiness. No, 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 no.
Has destroyed a turret.
Jhin just, like, literally walks up to whoever that was. I don't even... Was it... Dude, it's...
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I dance because I'm
An enemy has been slain. Legendary.
Jhin just does not understand. He's got the IQ of a turkey right now. So, we need to back up. Triss is going to be there.
ecstasy means a little fear.
What you got to understand, Jhin, is you're 0-6, okay? Akali is 13-3. That means that you don't do anything without Akali. That's what that translates into.
It's all filthy and dangerous. And that's why I love it.
I can't mute him because I have to talk to him. I really don't like muting people unless they're just like saying, just spamming a bunch of insults or something. I really don't like muting people. I know that other streamers or like commentators will say that you need to mute people, but you really don't want to do that. I think, because you need to talk sense into him. So he's not flaming, he's not mean, he's just dumb. So if we can just talk him out of fighting like that, then, again, then we might be able to win the next fight. Like, sometimes people do listen. Like, he's gonna cry about it, and, you know, complain that it's everyone else's fault, but, you know, he might still recognize that it's his fault, and he just won't admit it. Or he might at least recognize, okay, maybe, in his mind, maybe he'll think, okay, these guys are stupid, but maybe I shouldn't fight without a collie, you know, that type of stuff. However he wants to justify it in his mind, as long as he doesn't go in and, like, int like that again. And there's a 0% chance that he's going to figure that out unless you tell him something. What's going on? Yeah, I'm definitely putting this on a collie also. But yeah, if you just mute him and you never say anything to him, there's a 0% chance he's going to change his behavior. If you do say something, there's at least some percentage chance. Well, Jin's up there just clearing top, so... yeah. Bad time to clear top. We needed to be down at Baron and just fight, like, immediately. But because Jin went top to clear this wave, then we couldn't fight immediately, and then we got too much pressure on our tower, so we just have to give them Baron.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Well, I don't know, Romeo. Sometimes they might want to say something back. I really don't like doing it. Or another example is if someone's like raging off, you know, they're just like, I'm gonna AFK, this sucks or something. Just say, don't, dude, it's chill. Like, stay in the game. You know, you can say something positive to talk them off the ledge. Whereas if it's muted, you won't know they said it at all, and they might just rage out anyways. So, I mean, as long as it's not distracting you too much from your game, as long as you're still making good decisions, you're not tilting off of it, I say don't mute them. Sometimes it's not fun to have to be the adult in the room, but, you know, winning games isn't always about 100% fun. You know, there are going to be some games that just aren't fun, but you have to win them. You know, if you're really trying to climb, that's just how it is. Just like any sport or anything that you do, there's going to be some games that just are not fun. You know, you're having a bad game or other people are having a bad game, and you just got to keep going. We don't have Zed, we don't have Zed. God, he's gonna die. Probably.
Enemy rampage.
We gotta kill this guy. I need to go buy. I guess we'll just get redemption next. Oof, what? Did she delete him? No. Echo's just too strong right now.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Zed and Jin just had some problems. Had some problems this game, but cat's over there on my in-law's towel. I mean, this is one of those instances too. Like, Akali did all right, but she can't go top like that. When like the big play was the Infernal, and yeah, I should have backed up off of that. I wasn't paying attention. But Akali should have rotated down for that Infernal because she didn't have teleport. And I didn't check to see if she had teleport or not. I just assumed because she was up there she had teleport. She did not. So when we know there's an Infernal, and Infernal is such a huge, important, thing to have, then we should have just given it up. So she should have come down. The other one, she was pushing top and saying not fight, like don't fight, but I think she should have just slightly pushed it and come down. Because the thing that you got to understand is this Jin like does not know what's going on. If you're in Akali's shoes, like you cannot count on him to not get into a fight, or the Zed. Both of them were having some real problems that game, and they're gonna get into fights. They're gonna start bad fights. Jin's decision making is very flawed when he outlined it there. Like, he just doesn't know what's going on. So you can't leave them alone if you don't have teleport. Like, you have to come down and babysit. So I think that was Akali. She was playing very well in the fights, but she just was in the wrong place at the wrong time too many times that game. So it's not all her fault. I'm just explaining. As people say, obviously she did very well for the most part, but that's one of those things that she may not, like, take away from that game. And that's something that a lot of people feel frustrated about, right? They'll say, okay, I end every game, I have a crazy KDA, how do I not climb? Well, that's one reason why she lost that game. She did have a lot of kills, and in theory, yes, she should be split pushing with that because there's no one that can match them. But in actual practice, when you have a Zed and a Jin that don't know what's going on, and they just are always picking bad fights, then you just have to group. When you don't have your teleport, especially. So, that's one of those you got to adjust to the game type of things from her. And me too. I shouldn't have contested that Infernal with her being top without teleport. I should have pressed tab to see if she had teleport before then. So I'm guilty of it as well. But, you have to adjust how you're playing based on the game state. That was a Jin game, and it went about the way you would expect. Nice, good job, Dylan. Oh, absolutely, Kiva. That's what I think, too. I think we would have cleaned up that fight. Because we caught them at a position, like, who was it? Echo was at, like, 1/4 health, someone else, and they just scattered and ran. And if she was there, we would have probably cleaned up the game. I think you're right. Because we would have killed 2 or 3 of them, gotten the Infernal, and then probably gotten an extra tower or 2, and that probably would have closed it. But she wasn't there. And so I should have pinged it back and just given it to him. Well, I don't think a lot of that game is my fault, but at the same time, in a way it is, because I didn't communicate it well enough, You have to be the last person. When you're making that call, you have to notice as support, and she wasn't there. Like I said, should she be there? Yes, but the fact is she wasn't, and so I should have pinged it back, and we should have given it up. So sometimes you have to do what needs to be done, even though it's not the best, even though she should have been there. That's just how it is. And so, you got to find some way, like, to take responsibility for your losses, too. I know sometimes people say that I rage, and I don't do that, but I do try to take responsibility for losses when I can, when I see it, Sometimes I don't see mistakes that I make, but that was definitely a shot call mistake. We shouldn't have done it without Akali. We can't do anything without Akali that game, and I knew that, and I just didn't notice that she didn't have teleport, so. Hey, thanks, Lewis. I appreciate it. So, you know, you, like, there is no innocent bystander in League. If you see that something bad is happening and you don't communicate that to your team, you are guilty. We have to stop people from doing dumb things. There was a play where we were diving or something, bot 2. I don't remember what happened, where I should have pinged people back. I don't know. I should have, you know, there's a lot of things I could have done to communicate and just direct that game better. I mean, I could have pinged Jen back 3 times before I went to ward to set up for Infernal, so he doesn't get engaged on. Should he know to back up when I ping that I'm going to go ward? Yes, but I needed to just ping it back, like, a lot. I'm just gonna ban Jen again, because I'm last pick.
As you wish.
They banned Thresh, so they were probably setting up for a Janna pick. Thresh's alright in a Janna. I did say that after the Infernal, and she was with us for a while, but then, you know, she was splitting. We could have held that tower. Like, if Jin just didn't walk into melee combat with somebody, it was an okay play for Akali to be top. The problem is Jin was just making so many mistakes that, I don't know. I think you're right. I could have told her, just don't do that, get down here. Oh, God. They picked Rakan, huh? Oh, not Jin. Jin is so bad right now. Is G4 play Diana at all? Diana is such a feast or famine champion. Either you're ahead and you completely dominate, or you're not and you're just bad. Okay, well, he's a 0 OP Diamond 5, so he's got really low MMR. He's on a huge loss streak, so he's like due to be demoted any moment now. What else? Alex. You can win with Jin on your team. You just have to really get ahead early. Like, this guy's alright with Jin. What do I want? Okay, so Jan is banned. Rakan is picked. Tristana. Riven. Ash. With old fiddle here. Ardent's not that good. God, I hate Jin. I really do, man. Why do people have to play that champion? Because Ardent's just so bad on him. But I mean, like, Sona would have been okay here, too. Or Nami. Nami might have been better. Nami's pretty good with Jhin. Yeah. Yeah, if they get to me, though. That's the thing. I think coin on tanks that have some kind of sustain is really good. So, like, Gragas has sustain, Alistar has sustain. There are a few other tanks. The tanks that can sustain themselves, I think coin is a really good option. Yeah. So I went Fiddle here because Fiddle Fiddle's very good. I think Fiddle's really good into Rakan because he can't do anything when he's feared. Like, crowd control is extremely good against Rakan. So being able to fear Rakan, fear Riven, fear Graves, all these people have to get close to do what they want to do. And so I think that the fear is going to be really strong. And if J4 ults somebody and then I ult into the circle that he ults into, then it's just like a massive, massive damage. So I also have really good roam potential, so if we fall behind early, I can roam middle and fear the Zillion, and then Diana should be able to kill him. And then when he wakes up from his fear, I can fear him again. So I just feel like Fiddle's fear is really good here. Right, let me go ahead and VOD this one. I think we have enough memory to get like one game. There you go, Jake. Hey, you were pretty right about the last one. Although I thought we had a good chance. I don't think it was the composition necessarily. We just executed poorly last game, but I think that we had some good chances. Okay, let me go ahead and VOD this one. Hello, buddy. Welcome back. Today we're playing the game of League of Legends. I'm the Strategy Professor. We're doing a little Fiddlesticks action here. Picked Fiddle. We don't pick Fiddle a lot these days, but he is good in the right spots. And they don't have any tanks. They have a bunch of squishy things, 3 of which have to get pretty close to do what they want to do. And that's where Fiddlesticks really shines. You know, people think of Fiddle as heavy damage dealer, and that's true, but his real power, especially as support, is his fear. I mean, a 2.25 second fear that's point click, can't miss, is extremely powerful. He has very good wave clear early, and he does provide some extra AP damage because our only AP was Diana. So, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. I just think that's what he brings to the table, is that fear that someone like Zyra and Brand don't have as much of. Just like guaranteed, reliable, heavy crowd control against close range stuff. Yeah, I would take coin on Fiddle. I'd take coin on virtually everybody. It's just so much extra gold. And like infinite mana. I'm live streaming this, by the way, in the afternoon. So if you hear me like just saying random things, I'm talking to the chat. We probably should not have shown up that early. Have Graves. We gotta watch out for a little bit of Graves cheese, but I don't want to make him miss his last hits. Yeah, I should have been a bit more cautious there. So Janna was banned, and I banned Janna. And they picked Rakan really early, so that's why I didn't play Rakan. Dang, if I just had my drain, he would have died. We got some pretty good wards all around. You want to max your fear first. It's your most powerful spell. You can get a second point in E if you want to, but in my experience, you kind of risk last hitting too many CS when you do that, taking too much CS away from your ADC. Does she have... Oh, she does have Doran's shield. That's actually counterproductive to use my E on her then. That's pretty frustrating. Well, whatever. I'm going to do it just to push the wave. Yeah, that's how she's healing so much. So I'm probably giving her health by E'ing her. So I need to be hitting the Rakan, I guess, but... wow, she's last hitting better under tower than we are. Dang it. That's fine. I just roll out. Yeah, we probably need to just head out. It's fine. That Doran's shield, though. That thing's strong. Grab that. Amp Tome. We might go Ardent. We have the option of going Ardent if we want to because we have Stoneborn Pact, and that interacts. If you fear somebody and they auto-attack, then they get the Ardent buff. Be very good on Kayn as well as Jhin, and on Jarvan, and on Diana, actually. Give her extra attack speed and on-hit. It's alright on Jhin. Gives you extra move speed to get into position. You know, the other choice you can go, obviously, is Hourglass, but... You know, you don't have to initiate with Fiddle, especially with this comp when we have J4. I don't know. I feel like Hourglass is going to be more of a mid to late game item. I think rushing Ardent's probably better. Just has better raw stats on it. Plus healing and shielding is actually not irrelevant on him because you get extra healing off of your W. The CDR is obviously really good. And don't forget that Ardent also gives you 60 AP, which is still quite a lot. What? He had flashback? Wow, he like... Wow. I cannot believe. That is so lucky. Oh, God. Because he used his flash around like 3:30, and it was 8:45. That guy went way too hard for that. I mean, I kind of baited him a little bit. But he didn't have to go under their tower like that. Yeah, that's really bad. I still think our team comp's alright. Like, that was obviously bad, but... Now, Ashe is gonna have arrow now too. Okay, that was good. There we go. There's the makeup call. We're not on sides for Dragon right now. We're kind of off sides for Drag. Okay, I'm just going to drop my ward there. Oh, Ashe missed with her arrow. Okay. I mean, if Rakan already uses his CC and then I fear somebody in ult, it's pretty strong.
An ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
I feel your fear.
I need to get Mobies really fast, too. That lets me roam some more. Oh, if I could have feared him right there. Would have killed him, but we probably could have got him to burn some stuff. I need Sightstone, obviously, too, because the map's opening up, but...
Ally has been slain.
The end is near.
And she's dead.
Indeed.
An enemy has been slain.
Wow, really? Where'd they go? Is Graves just soloing Dragon or something? Or is he gonna dive? I don't know.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay. Oh, they're all there. Alright.
Enemy rampage.
Well, that's about the least bad thing that could happen. Like, if they killed Jhin, they would have had bot tower. If they... They could have he could have soloed Dragon.
Are you afraid?
Damn it, I'm gonna... Welcome to why don't Diana in solo queue. She has no escapes. You can get baited so easily. She's like the Leona of mid laners. Ashe doesn't have arrow. And he's dead. Come on, man. Like, Zillion literally just walked up. He didn't even flash. He literally just walks up and throws a bomb. Diana's just splitting bottom. Yeah, you don't get it anymore, buddy. The blue's not even up for a little bit. Like, if Diana just would have been there, we probably could have won, even though she's having a bad game. Like, the fact that they had 5 people there just, you know, gives them a huge edge.
The end is near.
How are we supposed to go help her, man? Yeah, I'm gonna... Calculated. Hey, what's up, Danny? Well, we managed to do that one out without Diana, but it's gonna get harder. I need Moby boots. Hey, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Jhin just doesn't do any damage. We need to be around J4 or Kane.
An enemy has been slain.
Damn it. didn't know he was that low. Oh, they're backing up. Come on, man. She's gone. Alright, I'm gonna have to get Mobies. Couple awards. I haven't been looking at the chat, but if people were wondering, I know someone probably has asked about Ardent Sensor. If you run Stoneborn Pact, Ardent Sensor triggers off the heal of Stoneborn. So basically, when you fear somebody, they auto-attack. Anyone that auto-attacks a feared person gets the Ardent buff. That's how it works. You know, Thunderlords and TLD aren't, both of them aren't great on Fiddle. They're okay. So you're not really giving up that much to get Ardent, or to get Stoneborn. And it gives you the option to get Ardent Sensor if you want it. Ardent's pretty good on basically everyone on our team. It's not like phenomenal on anyone, but it's like alright on 5 people, so it's, you know. Come on, man. Jesus. What killed me? The bombs? Where the hell is everybody? Yeah, I mean, it's good for Diana. I don't know. We didn't have Jhin or Diana there. Like, Diana's had her teleport, like, for the entire game. Jin's got to back up. He doesn't have any escapes. He's dead. Like, they're just out-rotating us. I really thought we had that until Zillion, like, ulted from around a corner. Oh, she's dead. Probably. I might be able to come down here and save her. It's looking grim, though. Looking pretty grim. Jhin still doesn't have damage. Once he gets Infinity Edge, he'll have some damage. I mean, if you're gonna go lethality, you need to go Duskblade. That thing actually does damage. Alright, there's 2 bottom, but they're just gonna keep farming her. She's just like AFK split pushing all game. Alright, he's got Mercury Treads. That's pretty annoying. Diana does have TP. Okay, she's TPing in. Shit, I should have flashed that wall after I exhausted.
Enemy double kill. Ace.
I maybe need to start, like, just dodging games that have Jhin in it. It just feels like he doesn't do anything, ever. I mean, it's not this Jhin in particular's fault, but, like, last game we had a Jhin 2, and they just don't do damage. It's a big part of it. Just immobile, don't do damage, just don't have a lot of utility.
Turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
Zillion just kind of ruins Diana, too, because she doesn't get resets if she kills somebody that he ults. And without a reset, she's just worthless. I don't know. I mean, I get that she's just really easy, like, just smash your face on the keyboard, but, you know, if you want to play an assassin that's good mid lane, like, just play LeBlanc or Katarina. Or if you want the, you know, no skill smash your face on the keyboard, just play Kassadin. It's the same thing. He just actually has escapes and has a lot more defense because of his Q shield. He's just superior pretty much every way to Diana. No. God, that Graves is 12 and 2. Holy crap. He doesn't have a QSS, though. Quicksilver Sash. For those of you that don't know that acronym. It removes my fear. That's what you need to know about it. Now, Fiddlesticks is pretty good at isolating and taking out, like, single, like, heavily fed targets. God, this Zillion's just countering, like, this Zillion's carrying this game so hard. Because we just don't have high sustained damage. Like, so much of our damage is just burst. And we don't even have that much burst, but, like, we just can't kill him because of the Zillion. Like, I keep fearing, and basically he's dead, and then Zillion just shows up out of nowhere and ults him. And then we just don't have anything left in the tank to kill him. It's like, I can't remember last time I saw a Diana with single-digit deaths either. It's like always double. Usually triple-digit deaths on Diana. Wait, wasn't Jarvan there? Or am I crazy? I thought Jarvan TP'd in from behind. What happened? Jarvan TP'd in from behind, and then I thought I saw him there, and then all of a sudden he was gone. When I go in to follow up. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. Did he, like, run and flash over this wall or something after he went in? Like, what happened? Yeah, I mean, Zhonya's is good. But I wanted the Ardent Sensor to help the team out more. I mean, like, my ult hasn't been a problem. Like, I haven't died when I've gone in with my ult, per se. Like, we're dying for other reasons. And a lot of it is we just don't have enough damage. And so Ardent Sensor helps out in the damage department. It's just not helping enough. Their team comp is just better than ours, and their grade's super fed. Or their execution's better than ours, I'll say. I think this team comp, like, in theory, could win that we have. It's just, we're playing it very poorly. But yeah, I mean, just, I know some people love Diana, and that's fine, but just play something other than Diana. Please, just something with more mobility, more utility. Or if you do want to play just a smash your face on the keyboard champion, just play Kassadin, because at least he's safe. Like, you can get away when you're Kassadin. I mean, both of them have no wave clear. Both of them have really high single target burst. Both of them have a gap closer, but he has escapes and he has more defense. It is really hard to kill a Kassadin. Once he gets his Rod of the Ages full, especially with his Q shield spam. Kassadin is just like strictly a better Diana. Like, he's the same thing, just better. I can't even think of anything that Diana would do that would be compared. And why does Jhin keep running away? Like, everyone is right there. He's like running in and out, missing autos, while they're all killing us here in the middle. Oh, and Jarvan didn't ult. Wait, was Diana at Wolves? I thought I looked at the minimap. And everybody was there. I don't know, this game's so confusing. Maybe she was like really hurt and just left and decided to farm the Wolves. Even though we knew they were going to push it up middle. That's fine. It's whatever. Games like this happen. It's not a big deal. Right, we'll skip the honor on that one. So we had a chance, but this is also why a lot of times I don't like AP supports, is you just get outscaled. Like, I just couldn't do enough damage at the end. I was doing alright early, but even if I'd gone like Sork boots and just rushed like a death cap or something, it still would not have been enough to turn the scales. I just don't have healing and shielding. I don't have, I mean, I don't know. I think we had chances, but like, I did almost as much damage as the Kayn, and that really shouldn't be happening. The ward score. Yeah, because you didn't rush Ardent. I mean, whatever, dude. You rushed a 4-ward item and just spam wards everywhere. I mean, your ward score is going to be higher when you're on the winning team because you can get deeper wards, because a lot of the algorithm is based on where your wards are. Like, if it's deeper in the enemy jungle, you get more points for that. Or if you see enemies walking through it, which is going to happen when it's deeper in the enemy jungle, you get more points for that. Ward score really doesn't mean all that much, honestly. I mean, the only damage that you're losing in the Resolve tree, because most people would go Thunderlords on Fiddle, most likely. I mean, I guess, like, you could give up his Flash. His Flash is so important, though. You give up Flash, you give up move speed, if you decide to go all the way down the offensive tree. Like, it's possible. I just don't think that game was about my damage. Well, yeah, but I mean, she shouldn't, I mean, was 11 assists good that game? I don't know. It's a lot harder for Fiddle to get assists than other people. Oh yeah, I mean, I had the most on our team, but, you know, I don't know. I'll go ahead and end that VOD. We started off, like, we had some chances, but... like, really, it was the Zillion, honestly, like, that was winning that game for them. I don't usually like Zillion as a pick. Like, he's okay. But he saved that Grave so many times, and it was just really good against our pick comp. which is kind of all we had going for us. I would say that, like, I could fear, and then Diana would go in and kill somebody, but Diana was never at a fight. I think she was at, like, one team fight that I remember. But, like, the J4, and in theory, Jhin does heavy burst damage. Hey, what's up, Somberly? I guess. I mean, I really don't like Fiddle, like, going Thunderlords. It's alright. Fiddle's not really that much lane pressure to begin with. You know, you can fear and, like, walk up and drain somebody if you want, but he's more about just, like, push the lane and get to level 6. Just spam crows on the wave and get to level 6. I really don't want to play jungle right now. I mean, I could Maokai jungle if they don't ban it. What do I ban then? Just Draven, I guess.
Draven out.
They ban Maokai. I could like Sejuani in the jungle too, but we'll see what they do. I'm just gonna Ivern.
My favorite color is green. Wait, why would he go away from Janna and pick Taric? Yeah, I do need to research. %46 Yasuo. Master Draven, 53% Vayne. I didn't notice the guy's name was Master Draven. It's basically all AD against Rammus, Nautilus, and Alistar.
I think I'm just gonna dodge this. Just a 3-point dodge. We're just not gonna have enough damage, I don't think, to get through all those tanks. Okay, so I'll just answer some questions for a few minutes here. If you're not intending on playing Janna, I would ban her. Season's over, typically in November. Like, November 10th-ish. Yeah, I'm just not as good on Nunu as I am on Ivern. It's a lot of chip. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I don't have the peanut butter up here. I better chill on the chips. I'll just go get something to eat after this. I'm only gonna stream for a little bit longer, maybe 1 or 2 games. I'm just eating some generic Kroger chips. I tried her the other day. I don't think she's very strong right now, frankly. Zyro. The AP supports just really are not in a great place right now. Oh, Nidalee? I didn't see the Nidalee one. No. I'll add that in there. Hey, what's up, Austin? Wukong's alright in the jungle. I think there are probably better choices. I don't know. I don't see him enough. I feel like he can be good, though. Like, his ult's really strong. Hey, it's alright, Ezra. Welcome. Hey, thanks, Cossin. Glad you like it. I am going to get, like, a real cut here pretty soon. I just have it, like, pulled back with my headband on the headphones or whatever. Yeah, there's a big difference in playing ranked and normals. Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the game. It's a great game. Yeah, I'll add that into the champion. I'll try to see if I can play it sometime this week. The Nidalee. Well, people just take ranked more seriously a lot of times. Not always, but they try to win. Yeah, I think they want the minimal downtime during the off season or whatever, like they did this year, and just say, "Hey, we're going to be changing a lot of stuff." So they've been changing a lot of stuff throughout the entire season, though. Like they're not just waiting for preseason anymore, which I think is kind of cool. It's just kind of weird when there's that downtime, you know, where it's like your ranked games still count towards your matchmaking rating, but then the LP is going to get reset anyways. It's just this very mysterious, like, misunderstood time period in seasons past where it was the preseason and you could still play ranked, but there was going to be a reset, but your current winning, like, didn't count towards that season's rewards. It was just very bizarre. So, like, for instance, in Season 5, I had a lot of major exams with the university, and I just didn't play a lot that year. And I ended up, like, gold 1 or something at the end of the season. But then, during the preseason, I got up to, like, Plat 4, so my border and official rank was gold, but I was Plat 4 for the reset. So, it's just awkward. So, I'm glad they're hopefully moving away from that. This is what it looked like my senior year in high school, if you ever wondered, which I thought was pretty funny. I had kind of the long hair and the beard back then, too. Yeah, so that was when I was 18, I think, in high school. It's good times. What's up, Archer? What's up, Gabriel? Yeah, I don't think I'm playing Nidalee jungle. Best support's probably Janna. When... once you start playing ranked, I mean, you can start whenever, it's fine. You know, you just have to understand that it's going to be really hard your first season playing ranked. Yeah, I was 18 in that picture. Oh God, guys, seriously? Those picks are so weak. Like, really, really weak. Oh, I've already got this pulled up. They better be one tricks on those champions. No ranked games in the last 2 months. Guy literally has not played any games in the last 2 months. Is that for real? That is indeed for real. He's playing Ashe, which is a really bad champion right now. What about this Sky guy? Playing Lux, 31% Lux. Sam gets alright on Pantheon, and this guy's like off roll, 48% Lee. He queues up for support, wants to support, has virtually no support games. The top lane. I think I gotta dodge it, guys, and then I might just call it for the day and just come up with some other content and release some more stuff and then just get back at it tomorrow. That's just bad. I can't play that. Like, I hate having to dodge that much, but I don't think I'm gonna have time. Like, I've got to do some stuff around the house, and we've got to do some in-law things. I think they're going shopping or something here in a little bit. I'm gonna have to like look after our daughter. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call it there for the day, and then I'll come back tomorrow afternoon around 11 o'clock, and we'll see. We might be able to play a little bit later tomorrow until like 3 or something. How did we end up today? I think we ended up going like 2-1 or something. Not fantastic. Or like 1-2 rather. Yeah. It's not fantastic. That's just kind of how it is. Okay, well that's going to be it for this stream, unfortunately. I could go on a Smurf for 30 minutes or whatever, but I don't know. I think I'll just end it early. These are just going to be like some quick streams in the afternoon for like just today and tomorrow, and then we should be back. I'll be back on after Game of Thrones on Sunday, so we should still have some time then. So it's a little bit of a rough day today, but that's fine. It happens. Afternoon, I don't know. I like playing at night better. Personally, I have a higher win rate when I play at night. I play at night a lot more, but when I came home from the hospital for a couple of weeks, I was playing like a week and a half during the day, and it just felt a lot harder. I don't know why, but I've got some more. No, YouTube is not my job. I do make some money off of YouTube, not a lot, but I'm an actual university professor. I teach persuasive writing. I can also teach 19th century British literature. That's my specialty, but they just don't offer a lot of classes in that. So usually I just end up teaching persuasive writing at a major public university. Okay. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Yeah, be sure to watch my video. I just released a video if you're wondering like what my schedule is going to be over the next couple of days. I tweeted it as well. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. I'm going to start being a bit more active on that, and I'll keep you up to date if my schedule changes or when I'm streaming or when I'm releasing a new video or whatever. I know YouTube has an alert system too that they can tell you about, but I'm going to try to be more active on Twitter also, and I'll see if I can open a Facebook account eventually. I'm going to try to be better on social media. But on the main YouTube channel, I just released a video called TSP Special Schedule 8.3 to 8.13. Just check it out. basically the TLDR is for the next 2 days, I'm going to be on from around 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. live streaming, and then Sunday after Game of Thrones, I'll be back at the night stream, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, standard night streams, and then next Thursday, 8:10 through 8:13, which is Thursday through Sunday, I'm going to be traveling with my wife to meet up with some of her friends in North Carolina, so I won't be here. I might be back late Sunday night. We'll see. So those are really the only days that are going to change. It's just today and tomorrow, and then Thursday through Saturday will change. And I might be late on Sunday if we come back on Sunday. So pretty standard most of the time. There's just going to be a few days that are a bit different. So check out that video. I explain what's going on there, and then you can see the Google Doc with the description, or in the description you can see the Google Doc with the schedule if you forget which days different things are going on. So anyways, yeah, thank you very much. I will be back soon. Like I said, tomorrow, 11 o'clock, and then Sunday night after Game of Thrones, probably around 10:30 or something, I'll get on. And I'm going to do some coaching videos later today and some guides and just some other cool stuff coming out. I'm going to release some more Warhammer. So we've got a lot of cool stuff coming out. So anyways, thanks. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.